Hey, Hopsin. How's my audio? Can you hear me okay? Okay. Yeah, my little brother that I rescued homeless about 4 months ago and brought up here to live with me, he passed away today.
Stay tuned for scenes from next week.
Yeah, it's just a nightmare. I, I keep pinching myself thinking maybe I'm still asleep, but I'm not. When I first brought him up here, he kind of hinted about not wanting to be here, and I had him pretty much convinced that wasn't cool. And last 2 days, he didn't want to go to town with me, which is unusual. He got a lot of pleasure doing that. They shut down his food stamps the other day, something about change of address or something. And he was struggling with that, and I said not to worry about it. And of course, I said you need to take care of it and get it started back up. It's your only income. And so, I don't know. Can't believe my little brother's gone. Thank you, sweetheart. That's my son, my wife, my health, my house, my dog, and now my little brother. I was having a major anxiety attack and stuff, and uh, I just asked, I I didn't want to have to spend the night here by myself, so I said, well, I need to be, I need my blood pressure to be watched, and whatnot, and uh, maybe some counseling, talk to people, and so they called the EMS out for me, and they got here and they were super super awesome, and uh, I made arrangements for Ben, big gentle Ben, because he's not feeling well. So I made arrangements to make sure that somebody would be here to take care of Ben if I went in for the night. And when I got there, they started treating me like I was mentally ill the minute I got there. And I told them, I said, I'm, I'm sad. Stop. I just need comforting. I need uh, maybe a sedative, help me sleep tonight. Uh, no, they were trying to disrobe me, and they took my machines and said I couldn't have them back. And I said, whoa, I have not been, uh, uh, whatever, signed into this place, and I'm leaving. Oh, it kept interrupting me, and I finally looked at the guy. I said, you interrupt me again, man, there's going to be some trouble. Now stop it. Now, I'm not signed in here. And I looked at my 3 EMT techs, and I said, am I a danger to myself or anybody else? And they said, no, sir. No, you're not. No, sir. He's fine, y'all. He really is. And they just demanded for me to hand over my phone and my tablet. And I was like, I got family to call. Oh my God, really? No, you're not going to shut me down from the world and lock me behind a locked door in some psych ward because I need help getting past tonight. Actually, no, they wouldn't have it. So I just told them, never mind. And I said, sir, you can't go. I said, excuse me? And the other three said, he is not under our care anymore, and he is not signed in here, and he's not a danger to himself. The 3 guys that drove me down there to the hospital, and they just quit following me. I walked out the door and called the people that came and cleaned out my house, the rescue crew, and I just told Kim, I said, Kim, I'm stuck 50 miles from home at the hospital. And she was the one coming to take care of Ben. And she said, we'll be there shortly. And came and got me. And brought me home and uh, got Ben to eat all his medicines. And we couldn't get him to eat, but he did get, we got all his meds down. And we got him some new stuff that might tempt him. It didn't know. But I'll keep trying. He's not well at all. He's not. He's got a bacterial infection in his gastral system. He lost a ton of weight. He became lethargic. So I took him to the emergency room. They did a bunch of blood work on him. He got a real bad infection of his intestinal tract, and he won't eat. He's losing weight. So I'm having to force feed him, and he did take his meds willingly today. He's starting to do that because, I mean, you know, if he doesn't, I force him, and he'd rather not be forced. Oh, honey, I wish I was in Michigan right now. Let me tell you, girl, I could use a hug. I'm hey, number 2. But Ben's laying right now here, right here. He's comfortable right now. He's doing good. He's comfortable, and that's yeah. Hey, Kentucky Big Golly, hey brother. Yeah. I don't know if you heard, but my little brother passed away today. The one I went and rescued that was homeless. I ain't living on the streets, pooping in a bucket. I went and rescued him. He left us today. It's good to see you, Tennessee. You're good people, brother. I love you. Thank you for all your kind words when I was battling cancer. If it weren't for my online support group, I don't know if I'd have made it, y'all. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. He's no longer in pain, y'all. He was in so much pain. Man. He was in so much pain. I can't tell you why he was in so much pain on this platform. They'll flag it. And I've already got 1 strike. So if that helps you understand where his mind was when he did when he took that drastic act not to be in pain anymore. What? My little brother's not in pain anymore, y'all. That was he hit it so well, though. Y'all, he wasn't going to show you his pain. That's why I do that. I'd go online, just be online and say he wouldn't. Yeah. Anyways. I don't know what I'm going to do now. He was really my last. Yeah. Dang it, y'all. He took 2 here and then a boost. And it went to hell, y'all. He was a happy, healthy boy. Big old, he's each taller than me. He was my big brother or younger brother. Blonde-headed, blue-eyed, that curly hair, pretty as he could be, handsome. Sweet. Oh my God, he's the exact opposite of me. I'm an asshole. He's a sweetheart. My son was so sweet. Joe, Brad and Joe. Right now, Hopkinson, it's 1 minute at a time. I've been doing one day at a time for a while. Jesus has me, honey. He's been carrying me so long now. I haven't made tracks in the sand in a while. I just had to come online and tell everybody know that, because he needs our prayers, because yeah. Nobody else was in. Well, I mean, those that talked him into this are at fault, but he's the one that went pow. So. Yeah, he was blue-eyed, blonde-haired. Yeah. Well, he had hazel eyes. Hazel. They were more blue than hazel, and a golden curly blonde hair. Yep. And he had always cut it real short. I was like, please quit doing the, one cuckoo over to the cuckoo's nest. You got me away. And he had just started growing it out. And it was about 5 inches, 3 inches long and curly. And he'd come and go, and he'd get, he's so proud of his hair that he's letting it grow out. Like his older brothers. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Hopkinson, after he submitted to the 20, whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. Backwards, I'll say it backwards. Spell this backwards. DIVOC. DIVOC. What? Yeah. Oh, man, I lost track of what I was trying to say. That's when everything went to hell. Yeah. DIVOC is actually a demonic Persian jinn. No different than a magi, a magi, a DIVOC, a genie. They're all, and what's so funny is that MAGA is a Persian genie, and Melania is Persian. Well, I can say this. My son did the same thing, but with a vodka bottle. So he literally drank himself to death on purpose. And he came to me on the astral plane, and he told me there is no hell, and that he was fine. And he gave me some advice, and he said, he literally took me out on the astral plane in my '66 Comet, and he took control of the car with his right hand. He had his left hand on my right shoulder as I sat in the driver's seat, and he had his left knee in the middle of the bench seat and his right foot on the floorboard in the passenger seat, looking down at me as I steered, or as he steered, and I did the foot pedals. And he told me, he said, number one, I'm fine. I'm not tormented. It's not like that over here. And secondly, that I needed to be less generous and stop letting people take advantage of me. People play at my heartstrings too easy, is what he told me. And then, yeah. Hey, Baba. My little brother passed away today. And Hopkinson, no kid. When my wife was passing away, her last 3 days here on earth, that she could speak to me. She had been going in and out, and I asked her, I said, honey, I know when you're sleeping, you're not sleeping. And she said, no. I'm going places and I'm seeing people, they're waiting on me. And I'm crying like a baby. And she says, stop crying. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. There's nothing to cry about. And I said, well, I'm going to miss you. She says, no, you won't. I'll be right there with you. Oh, Stefan. I know you'd give me the biggest hug on the planet, brother. I love you. You're such a good soul, Stefan. I loved having him here so much. Oh, I wasn't alone anymore. I begged him. He said when he first come over here, he talked about this stuff. And I told him he can't do it. Number one, you can't do that to me. Number two, you didn't sell me. Stop. Last thing I said to him was, hey, you want a cold beer and some tamales? And he said, no, that's cool. I had some milk and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich a little while ago. And then 30 minutes later, there were all kind of vehicles out in front of my house where he had walked out to the edge of the property. He put on a brave face when he was on camera. He was not going to let the people see him hurting. He was in a ton of excruciating mental, psychological, and physical pain. A ton, y'all. Oh, Bigfoot. Oh, wow. Yeah, our kitty cats and puppy dogs back when we were growing up. Yeah, and he always had a cat. He stayed home. He never married. He was the youngest. He was a mama's boy. He stayed home, and then my mother passed away kind of early at 63. That was a while back. I got some age on me, so yeah. And then he stayed home and took care of my father in his last 7, 8 years. He was indigent. My dad lasted till he was about 94. And from his late 80s all the way up, he was pretty much indigent. And my brother stayed right there with him and took care of him. And when I found out he was homeless in Charlotte, I couldn't know. I went and got him. And again, he was saying stuff like that, but I explained to him, you can't do that. That's number one, it's selfish. Number two, you can't do that to me here. But the pain was just more than he could handle. This world ate him up, just like my son. My son was an artist, and he wanted to be a big tough guy like his dad. And I kept saying, Joe, you don't have the stature. You're not going to be a ramrod. You make a hell of a damn Boilermaker, but you won't study. And you're a fabulous artist. So please just concentrate on your art and quit listening to all the rednecks telling you need to be a tough guy. You're an artist. You have a heart of an artist. And this world ate him up. And he doused that with vodka. Another thing, Tennessee, pretty much after he got up here, the bird, he liked feeding the birds, so I didn't bother with it. I let him feed the birds, and those birds got to where they just man, they're going to miss him, and so is Ben. Oh my God. I mean, I got to be the disciplinarian to my dog and Ben. Brad let him get away with anything, so he just loved, man. I could see him line up when Brad would come down out of the loft. I just want to thank Kim and her husband. I can't bring up it. They're the ones that came and rescued me out of the house and cleaned out my house and came and rescued me from the hospital where they were trying to put me in the psych ward just because I'm sad. Yeah, they are. I've had them. I've, I've practiced husbandry all my life. I've raised squirrels. Well, you name it. I've pretty much raised it. I've raised, you name it. Reptiles, fowl, marsupials. I found a mama. I was riding my bicycle. I was about 12. I was riding my bicycle. There was a mama possum had her head squashed by a car, and all her babies had come out of her pouch, and they were up on top of her, and they were just little teeny things, just starting to hair up, and so I gathered them. I took my T-shirt off and gathered them all up in there, and then took them home to my mama, and I was like, "Mama, what do we do?" And she got out the dropper bottles and got whole milk and what's it called? Anyways, that real condensed milk, and she had some heavy cream, and we just and I want you to know, 12 little possums that young. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep for about 3 or 4 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, and we raised them all up. That was fun. We actually, my mom had a big old laundry room, which was also my dad's office, and where we stored all our sports equipment. And mom just pretty much made that the possum room and put newspapers everywhere. And it was my job every day to go in there and pick up the newspaper that had been soiled. And yeah. I've rescued birds that were, days old, where you had to literally every 10 minutes feed them and be up with them all night. I've raised them up and let them go. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And he was really getting that. You tell them hi. And you tell that girl to hide them babies for a while. There's some idiots out there. Hey, nothing like, wow. I had a good friend of mine that had a deer as a pet, a deer that its mama got killed on the road and coming up, wop, 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 wop. And that was awesome. That was fun to watch. I have several people like that, but yeah, my latest, yeah. That deer, to this day, they can call, that deer will come. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh. Well, I want to let everybody know what happened. I guess I'll get off of here. I got some solemn thinking to do. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Please say a prayer for my little brother. His name is Brad Maxwell. Bradford Michael Maxwell. May Jesus take him into his arms. Comfort him. I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Hop and Sid. Y'all be good. I gotta go.